Hello, Michelle here with My Designs in the Chaos, where it's my goal to develop, encourage, and grow your crafting talent and confidence. Now, today I am here, wet hair and all, because I went for a run and I got caught in the rain in the middle of the run. And so I ended up having to come home. Took longer than expected, and I'm gonna have to go pick up my kids here in a little bit, and then the real chaos begins, which is where my business name comes from, My Designs in the Chaos. So in order to be able to get our daily dose of design in today, you've got me here, real life and all. So welcome to episode number 28 of the Daily Dose of Design, where I am sharing with you about all types of things regarding designing SVG files. I'm answering the questions that you guys have been sending in via email, info@mydesignsandthechaos.com. It's scrolling right across the bottom of your screen. If you have a question that you would like to be featured in, make sure to send over an email that asks whatever question it is you have about designing SVG files. Now, during this series, I've talked a little bit about, all types of different things in regards to designing, everything from what type of software to design in, to what are the different types of files that you should be designing, when to use what file, what are some tools inside the software, why do I prefer certain softwares, and then I've talked a little bit about kind of the framework of how to learn how to design. And if you want to watch any of the previous episodes, you can find them on my Facebook page under the archive videos, or you can also find them over on my YouTube channel. So feel free to go back and watch any of this 30-day series. There's tons and tons of great information for you. Now, today, the question that I'm answering is a question that I haven't gotten just one time. I get this question all the time. And I know I've said that on several of them, and that's okay. But I get this question all the time. I'm never bothered by your questions. I encourage you, again, shoot me an email and I'm happy to answer if I can. But today's question is something I think that on some level, all of us might be wondering. And the question is, can I really design SVG files? Do I really have the ability to do that? And that stems from the types of questions of, well, I'm not very good with computer software. Can I actually design files? Well, I have a full-time job and I'm, trying to do this on the side. Can I really learn how to design? I don't have a graphic design background. Can I really learn how to design? And so plug in whatever little front part that maybe you're concerned about. The root question is, can I really actually design SVG files? And so I want to today, that actually stems from something that's called imposter syndrome, where we're scared that we don't really have what it takes to be able to do whatever it is we're trying to do, that we're an imposter, that we're faking it. It's this actual syndrome that you can have, and it's very common when you're learning something new. You have imposter syndrome. And so today I want to give you 3 tips for when you're struggling with this imposter syndrome. Now, I'm talking about this in reference to designing SVG files, but really you can use these tips in any type of new skill that you're trying to learn. Maybe it's in building your business. Maybe it's in you're trying to set an exercise goal. Maybe it's, trying to eat healthier. Maybe it's that you're trying to learn a new skill that's not designing. Whatever it is, I want to give you 3 tips to help you move past this imposter syndrome that is so common when we're learning something new, because we're nervous. Like, are we just a fake? Can we really do this? Do I really have what it takes? And that's a confidence issue as well. And so first of all, I want to say absolutely. Yes, absolutely. If you have the desire in here to do it, I believe that those desires are a purpose. They're there for a reason. So if you have the desire to want to do whatever it is, and like I said, today I'm talking about designing SVG files. If you have that little, passion in there, our passions are our purpose and they are our calling. absolutely you have what it takes. So let me reassure you on that. You absolutely have what it takes. And hopefully somebody needs to hear this today. If you've been waiting for your sign, or, I do that all the time. I'm waiting for a sign. I don't know. This is your sign. Absolutely, you have what it takes. So 3 tips though of can I really do this? 3 tips and 3 ways that you can deal with this imposter syndrome. Number 1, set realistic expectations for yourself. When you are learning something new, it's going to take time. Everything that is now easy was once hard. Think about that. Everything that is now easy for you was once hard for you. That goes from learning a language, how to speak when we're little, how to walk, anything that you do. When you got your machine, when you tried to, do Facebook for the first time, whatever it is, anything that is easy now was once hard. And so I want you to think about that and set realistic expectations for yourself in this new skill. So you're not going to come in on day 1 and be designing the same thing that somebody's designing on day, 90 or day 100 or year 5. It's going to look different. So be realistic with yourself on what you can accomplish. Set realistic expectations. So that will really help you move past this imposter syndrome. So that's number 1. Number 2, the second thing I want you to do in answering that question of can I really do this is number 2, track your progress. When you start tracking your progress, you'll start to see the growth that's happening. Otherwise, you just start designing, you start messing around in there, you start clicking on things, you're doing things, but it doesn't feel like you're doing things. Has anybody ever had a day like that where it's like, oh my gosh, I've been so busy all day long. What have I actually done? And it's like, because we're not tracking what we're doing. Whatever's measured moves. What's measured moves. And so I want you to track your progress. And as you track your progress, you'll start to visually see your skills are getting better, And so that's number 2 on how to combat or approach imposter syndrome. Number 2, track your progress. Number 3, the third tip I have for you that is probably, in my opinion, the most important tip out of all of them in order to help address the question, can I really do this? And help combat imposter syndrome. Number 3, celebrate your wins. When you have success at something, even if it's something really small, like, oh my gosh, I remembered how to do this without having to go look at my notes today. That is a huge win. Celebrate it, no matter how big, no matter how small. And not just like, yay, pat on the back. Yes, that's good, but celebrate it with other people who get it. If you are in a community, maybe an online community, like for example, inside of our course, 123 SVG, I highly encourage our students to post any win that they have, whether it's you downloaded a new software, whether it's that you found a font that you love, whether you got the font installed, whatever it is, I highly, highly encourage you to post your wins so that other people can rally around you and cheer you on. That builds confidence, which then helps you to want to take the next step. And so again, if it's not inside of our course Facebook community, we have a free Facebook community posted inside of there, but post it where people can cheer you on so that they understand what's going on. Like, oh, I get that's a win. That's awesome. And then that will motivate you to want to have more of those. So again, today's question, can I really do this? Can I really learn how to design? Those are the thoughts of people who are struggling with imposter syndrome. So 3 ways to fight that imposter syndrome, not just in designing, but in any new skill you're trying to learn. Number 1, set realistic expectations for yourself. Number 2, track your progress. What is measured moves. And number 3, celebrate your wins. Celebrate it with people who get it so that they can cheer you on. You'll have success, you'll build your confidence, and then you'll be even more excited to take the next step. And then over time, you'll really start to see that, yes, you are able to design your own SVG files. So that is today's Daily Dose of Design, episode number 28. We've got 2 more episodes to go. If you have a question that you would like to be featured on, info@mydesignsinthechaos.com. And if you're curious about our course, 123 SVG, we will be opening up the live experience very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. You can also hear about various students' designing journeys over on our Facebook page as well. So y'all have a wonderful day, and then I will see y'all back for episode number 29 tomorrow. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.